have a great weekend on the podium. Obviously, I know a win, someone of your calibre, is something that you'd want to get, but when it's a long championship like this, I'm sure you're happy to tick off another podium, especially in conditions like that.
Yeah, especially in these conditions, you can even lose in championship in these conditions. So yeah, I'm happy I just got points both motos, and like every weekend is the goal to put it on the box. So that's what we did, second overall. So yeah, decent weekend and a good one for the championship.
Extending your points lead by, I believe, 1 point this
Yeah.
weekend, which is probably a bit of a relief despite not winning the GP, but it's a long championship anyway. So when you're heading into these mud races, is it something that you sort of get frustrated with, or you think in your back of the mind, I need to save that bike, I need to not have a silly tip over and get the gloves too muddy, or is it something you just don't overthink it too much?
No, I don't think you need to overthink it. But like I said, you can lose a championship in these conditions. If you would have 2 zeros here, will be hard for the championship. But no, just put it on the box, and that's the goal.
With the weather changing throughout the moto and then before the moto, was you dealing with any goggle problems or any vision problems at all? Or because I saw a lot of the guys out there were struggling with it, or was that something that you didn't really face?
No, we got really figured out with Fox and with Goggle Tech. So yeah, we got it really figured out. They do an amazing job. I just had my roll-offs on both motos until the end. Only the first one, it wasn't really a goggle problem. My goggles were still all good, but just my helmet was getting really heavy, which I thought was also coming from the goggle. But then, yeah, was actually the worst thing I did last lap. I took off the goggles, which I shouldn't do. The goggles were still on fine. I still in the first moto I had 16 pulls left, and the second moto 17. So no, the goggles were still doing really well, and yeah, they got it really figured out. So really happy with the work they've been doing at Fox, and really supporting me.
It looked like one line out there today. The ruts got really deep, and it was almost like there was some traction once you got to the bottom of that slot. So, was there anywhere in particular where you were thinking you were finding any time? And if so, was it something when you're clocking off another lap, you know, in that corner or on that straight or on that jump, I want to try and attack or make a position?
No, I think you just had to be consistent throughout the whole lap, and everybody had his own mistakes. So no, I was just focused on myself and just doing my own laps.
And the last one for me, obviously, being Dutch, the sound is natural for yourself, but I think this season and last season as well, you're very all round. It's any condition, Carter Wolf is going to be up there and fighting for podiums and wins. So is that something where you're also really confident now? Doesn't matter the terrain, doesn't matter the track. You know, you can be up there and you've got the skill on any terrain.
Yeah, sure. In the beginning of my MX2 days, I would go to a hardpack GP and really think about like, oh shit, I'm gonna go to a hardpack GP this weekend. Right now, I don't even mind what's going on, if it's raining or if it's mud, hardpack, sand. Of course, I will feel way more comfortable coming into a sand GP, but yeah, onto coming into a hardpack GP, I'm as comfortable. So no, I'm really not worried about my speed. It's just being consistent. That's the biggest thing, and that's what we've been doing all season. So the speed will be there, and once I need to click up, I can.
Sorry, last thing for me. I haven't really heard anyone ask you this season. Having the number one plate is some people that can add pressure, and other people it gives them a little bit more confidence. Or for yourself, does it not really do either? Do you just not really look at the jersey that you've got, or look at the plates that you have?
No, on Sunday night you will get the picture, and then you will only find out the number one plate was once again. So once you're on that bike, you don't even see it. So no, it's something fun, and it's something. Yeah, I think you should embrace. Like if you can run a red plate and a number one, it's something you should always do. So yeah, I think a number one should always be run. So I'm pretty happy with it, and really enjoying it.